Hey guys, welcome back to this Kobold Hunter of Dith. Last we left off, we finished up our lair and orc, and yeah, once again we're left with a pretty weak weapon set. As expected, when you play Hunter, sometimes you just don't get given items. Unfortunately, our first acquirement scroll was a dud. Essentially, I bought it to get the gold back. I don't even think I made a profit on it. So that was unfortunate. But yeah, we're really hoping we can get an arbalist or a better weapon than just a baseline arbalist at this point. In our training, we're trying to work off this encumbrance penalties that's slowing down our shots. And yeah, we're going to see what we get in these last two levels of dungeon and then make some decisions probably before we head into our S branch runes. Gonna run out of here. We were taking some big hits. Yeah, we've just got two more levels of dungeon to do, and then we're gonna be in our S branches. So we gotta get some movement here. Hopefully, I do have some branding and some enchant weapons, but like nothing crazy. Like actually, I got a lot of brand weapons. I probably could just like waste one right now just to get a brand on this weapon. But maybe I'll wait until the end of dungeon. I don't know. Well, there's some boots. I don't think I even have boots yet, so I can pick those up. Let's pull back a little. I have very poor resistances today, other than our poison and our elect. Like I have no cold, no fire. So it's a little, and I'm a little susceptible to like damage swings. Like I have great defense actually, relative to what would normally be the situation as a hunter, but we'll see here. So I'll try to hit these small potions. Maybe I get an experience potion out of nowhere, kind of thing. Let's put out some boots, some purple boots. I don't think I'm gonna enchant armor them immediately. Maybe I get some like named boots or something, but we'll see. Oof. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like I have no resistances, and so like this is really deadly. So I'm just gonna keep running. Break the line of sight. Get some regen back, and whew, that was a little rough. Let me try to nuke it up here. Ooh, I don't like getting pushed off a stair. So I'll kind of position here, and if I need to run, I can go on that teleport. Okay. Let's do the same here. So I'm going to go up. Okay, I'm just running. Get out of here. All right, I'll leave him there. Whatever. Let's pull back. Blink frogs. Let's pull back. I'm not really scared of these guys anymore, but just play it smart. We got a knight. It's fine. I wish I had some sort of like ability to knock them back, with some translocation work here. But I just can't afford to translocation at the moment and do all that, especially with my encumbrance level. Yeah. Okay, there is a Manticore there, so I'm going to full run this, get to some stairs, top left, I suppose, because I do not want to be trapped, locked down there with a Manticore, a barb in me, and all that there. So like I can do this, and then kind of get back to the action. So what do we have? Swamp and spider. So I'm definitely doing swamp first, I think. I can really control hydras at this point as long as interesting. Okay, so this is a Medusa talisman. As I mentioned early game, like episode 1 or 2, Medusa has potential because it's like cloak and hat, I believe. And I have a book of shapeshifting. Is it cloak and cloak and hat? You get our poison. It's only an 8 skill learn, which you'll get basically for free with a book. That being said, I have Arlak. Our core is not relevant. The silence sucks. So this is not actually that great of a Medusa talisman, to be honest. So anyway. Okay, so we finished off our dungeon. Obviously, we have a few things hanging around, like that frost dragon on D14, I suppose. And, we got Fenar in layer 1. Obsidian statue. There was the Orc 2 Azrael and Urug. Anything to buy? No. Almost could get that manual of evocations if I ever care for that. Yeah, we're kind of just stuck here. So I think what I do, well, I'll use these identifies up. All right, and I'll go for the small. There's Rev Scroll, Silence, and H. So what do we not know now? We don't know fear and noise, and so one of these is fear and one of these is noise, and so I can only assume noise is 8. So I will read it, and I was punished. It was a fear. Okay, whatever. I still have 7. So then this means the other one is noise. Whatever. Our scrolls are done. And then our potions, I'm guessing, yeah, it's just magic and experience, and so, you know, we're basically done our kind of vocable identification game here. Okay, so now we're diving in or going into our S branches, and so I guess we're going to swamp, because I think I would prefer swamp versus spider, and notably we don't have like snake or like shoals, and so I don't expect a high chance of getting a ranged weapon in my S branch runes, and so because of that, I think I should commit to an arbalist enchant, at least a brand weapon. So let's do that. It's a freezing. It's not the worst enchant. It does a slow, which is better for us. It does a extra damage for hydras, which is great. So I think I'll keep it as this, and we get some bonus damage along the way. The question is do I use enchant weapon on it? Short of getting like a hand cannon, that's just a basic magic one. I doubt I'm going to be enchanting anything more. So I think I do use it. And I might go as far as to buy this one here. And just hope I either get a really nice hand cannon and it doesn't matter, I won't feel bad about it, or we get a Randart or an unrandart weapon that's a ranged weapon that you can enchant anyways. And so anyway, so we're gonna go to swamp and let's take it easy. Hopefully we get a very under control swamp. Because it can get out of control pretty quickly. As such, Jesus. Let's shadows. I think I primordial. I failed. Okay, good. Let's get out of here. See, it can be so tough sometimes. All of a sudden, some creature comes out and they like almost two-shot you. What's my min delay? It's still 0.3. I'd like to get it to like 2, 1, hopefully 0, just to get it under control, and then I can stop caring about this armor. Okay, I'm gonna go for him, and now I'll pull up. See, I'm not afraid of hydras. They're just, you know, you can't let them just hit you. a lot of wandering in swamp too. It's very scary. And these guys, they can be so bad. So yeah, we're never going to need to... Oh, we just got shafted. Okay, very careful here. We have our poison, not the end of the world. Okay, we got an Arc Hold ring. That'll be helpful if we get like an ice cave or something. Once again, recalling that we still haven't got any portals, magical portals. Okay, so here's a down. I'm going to poke down so I can establish a safety point. So if I have to, I can go down. Okay. Just kind of making a perimeter around my safety point. Best as I can. Seems like we're at the edge of the map though here. Ooh, a lot of stuff. Get around the corner. I could probably just stay in the choke actually. Okay. Taking it slowly. When you get shafted and you have no upwards escape, you gotta be careful. Well, we picked up Gel's Gravitas or whatever it is. Gravat. Gel's Gravat. It's one of my most favorite spells in translocations. So cool. I used it extensively in my Chaos Knight, if you haven't watched it yet. Super cool. Very powerful. Hard to find a use case for unless you're really committed into translocations, but when you have it, it is cool. You become like a Jedi Knight, throwing droids against the wall. There's also some convenient movement shenanigans you can do with it. Okay, let's get away from the trees so he can't heal himself. Cool. So that was Swamp 1, which I believe we were shafted down from. And so now we're safe here, and we did good work here. Let's pull away here. Min delay, still 1. Oh, we're about to hit the 13. Okay. Or 1.2, that is. I said 1. Alright. Keep going at this. I think we're just about done this floor, though. Cool. Alright. I think I will enchant weapon. And like I said, until otherwise proven wrong, this is my weapon for the long form. Unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you want to use. All right, and then this is our safety point that we established earlier. He's just going to explode on us. Here's a different stair. It's always good to stay near your stairs when you can. Come on. What body was this? Hey, it's an alright. Get away from the trees. Don't know what that was, but let's pull back. Okay. Keep at it. Keep at it. Get away from the trees. Okay. Almost done here. And we're done Swamp 3. Pretty quick. Quick work. Ring of what is this? Will plus, like, will times 3. EV, strength, int, slay negative. Yikes, I wish it didn't have the slay negative. But having that strength and the like, that will is insane. I think I have to do this. I'm gonna... It's a 7 strength slay swing. Obviously kills my but I increase by 0.3. That helps out with the strength, and like I've capped will. I'm done with will. Who cares about will? So I think we just use this until we have like some other solution, but just like that's just too good of a ring to ignore. So until otherwise, we are set for our rings in this game. It does suck not having that slay. I know. Especially since it's in the action of putting on this ring, I'm removing a slay ring. It's rough, but I think it's worth it. Let's pull back. I don't want to stray too far away from my stairs. You never know what this swamp ending is. Like, what is this? This feels like it's something special here. Perhaps it's a Lernian Hydra ending, which can be scary for those who aren't prepared. And you don't want to be chasing into a Lernian Hydra if you're not ready for it. I do have a reasonably okay Lernian Hydra package. With my slow and range, but you can never tell. What? I went down a stairs and immediately distorted into level 3 abyss. Oh my god. Oh my. I do have a regen amulet. This is gonna be rough. I hope I find an out. And if I have to use Lugonu to escape, I will. Although not just yet. I mean, I want to give myself a chance here to remain Dith, but okay, thank you. Okay, so for a lack of a better option, I'm going to invis, so whatever that spear guy is, he's not on me. I'm going to escape. And can I just like snipe him? Is there a way to just kill this guy? They can see invis, so that invis potion wasn't relevant. I'm just gonna leave. Oh my, guys, we got super unluckily punished. Like literally downstairs immediately distorted. I didn't do an action at all. This wasn't one of those scenarios where I did, you know, an extra click too much and I didn't react appropriately. You know, that kind of thing. That's crazy. But thankfully, we were able to... get lucky. And it's good I moved because, like, you know, if I was super, like, paranoid... I might have just immediately learned Lugonu and then like went around the corner and then be like, oh, okay, I should have just Stayed with my Dith, you know. But we need to absolutely nuke that guy the second we see him. Well, that's him. Unexpectedly on the side here. I think I Primordial Knight because I just can't risk that. I can't. I was hoping I'd catch him around, you know, at a distance, not literally within attacking range. So I might just ignore the top, get my rune, get out of here, you know, that kind of thing. Here's another branding scroll. Oh man, and then it's like I don't want to be here. Hopefully they're not at the stairs. Okay. Maybe I can snipe him here. Okay, I gotta run. That is crazy. Okay, let's continue back down here. We're just picking up some rings here and there. Obviously, we have really solid rings, so it's unlikely that we'll switch off. But to put in perspective, I have 37 of 52, so like I have so many slots, and I literally haven't cared about dropping weapons or anything. Like, inventory management is done. Like, you don't need to do it anymore. Okay, so as suspected, our rune is in some capacity down here. Who's to say what kind of groupings? Probably dragons, probably Lernian Hydra. Who's, you know. Just trying to be subtle about this. Ooh, so this is an RC, RN, R-Core, Dex, Stealth. I mean, that's some good stuff, but is it 3 will, EV, Strength, Int? You know? I mean, it's not far off, perhaps ignoring the will part of it. If you want to make an assumption that, like, oh, you're not going to need 5 will at this point in the game, so why are you using it? You're, you know, but it's not a good enough argument in my opinion. I'd rather just, like, never get hit by any spell than, you know. By the way, Swamp for Draconians, pretty deadly if you're not ready for it. I don't think I've seen Draconians here in Swamp before. Is this not? Oh my. This isn't our rune. We're going to have to do this stupid stuff at the top. That was just like a specialty dragon. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Can I like fear these guys? Well, I feared him. Please just die, man. Okay, we're fine now. Oof. That's crazy. So yeah, I guess that wasn't our rune. Our rune is somewhere here. Wonder what kind of little group. So it's whatever this is. So maybe it's just like a bunch of hydras and such. Is there an alarm on this floor? Swamp 1. No, not close enough. So yeah, we're just going to play the old kite game. Get out of here. Wake it up. Kill him when you see him. I'm strong enough to kill these things pretty simply, but I can't just run in there, you know? I know I'm Dith. I'm sure there's some shenanigans if I'm trying to speed rush this game that I could do, but I'm not going to. So yeah, this is a classic swamp ending. It's like a curve to a center circle, and then there's like offshoot legs or arms or however you want to refer to it. And in one of those three positions, it's going to be creatures. Well, in all of them, there'll be creatures, and then one of them will have like a little piece of loot, like an evocable or something, or like a potion or something, and then one of them will have a rune kind of thing. You know, that's the situation. I will teleport out of this. I have plenty of teleports, and this is a little scary, admittedly. So, doesn't hurt. 17 of them. Will I need 17 for the rest of the game? Probably not. So I might as well use it when I feel, you know, at a certain risk point. Okay, let's kind of poke out this side here. And I'd like to do the center first. Yeah, so like everything's active here. They can swim, so you don't want to do too much inefficient running here. So let's try it the other side here. Buddy summoned his dudes. Hornets are not the scariest. I could probably shadow slip this. Maybe I can do a little bit more here. Because once it's just the Hydras, it's just Hydras. Nothing crazy. Or just Hornets, it's just Hornets. Cool. And here's the rune. Okay. We did get Dimensional Bullseye. So if we were to go, I think it's Hexing. Like, that's kind of an interesting one. We're actually almost able to cast some of these level 1 stuff. It's kind of crazy. Just like natural whatevers, you know? If I really wanted to, I could unlock, you know, Apportation. Probably Blink. Maybe eventually. That kind of thing. But yeah, what was I saying? Dimensional Bullseye, Hexes, Translocations. We're not really in that game, that Hexslinger game, but it's there for us if we want to go that way. Cool. What time? Oh, we're about 30 minutes. So it kind of worked out really nicely here. Do I have anything I want to enchant armor? Not really. I'm good with my brand, even though we are now basically done with the Hydra side of things. Yeah, so I think we're good with the armor. Do I need to buy anything? I could buy the evocations manual. I'm just gonna remove this glove because I'll never buy that. Yeah, I think we're just cleanly entering our spider time of the game. So let's head over to Spider's Nest. And that's probably a nice clean point to cut it. So far so good with this Kobold Hunter of Dith. We've got our first rune from Swamp. We started to enchant and build up this Arbalist for a lack of a better items given to us. Still no acquirement. We know all our scrolls and potions other than experience and magic. We're still training up our armor, trying to reduce this chainmail's effect on us. We're getting there with the help of our 2 rings, especially this bonus strength to counter. Kind of the rings counteract each other now, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we took a big slay hit, like a delta of 7 slay, but just getting your will fully capped, wow, you know, that's so good. It's unnecessary perhaps, but it was a good ring regardless, so It is what it is. Good defenses. We're keeping strong. We'll have to be very careful in Spider because you can get overwhelmed very quickly. I don't have like natural cleave other than that my ghost spawns and does another attack aligned to me on occasion. So we'll just have to take it careful, stay near the stairs, and work our way down to get our second rune, and then onwards we go. So thanks for watching me. See you next episode for this character.